Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Love him or hate him, Jarrell Miller is back in full effect, returning to the ring on June 25th on Triller. Triller platform is giving people a lot of opportunities, isn't it? But the boxing exile of Jarrell Miller is fast approaching an end, and I'm glad he is getting an opportunity. He'd been through a lot with these pads. Man lost his family. Wasn't able to really make a living. Kind of survived off of sparring. But talk about tough lessons. That the lessons he learned. Upwards of maybe, let's look at the purses he would have been making if he was still fighting. So he lost the fight against AJ, $5 million. So let's say this man lost an upwards of, maybe $15-20 million. The fact that he wasn't able to go out there and fight and make a living. But he's finally getting an opportunity. So Miller, the brash heavyweight contender who saw his once promising career go belly up. We talked about the slew of drug test failures is set to return on the 25th on that Triller fight card, man. He's been out the ring for almost 4 years. He's supposed to be facing some Nigerian guy, Honoriyad El-Wariam. I'm assuming you guys haven't heard of him either, right? But it's a good thing for Miller because the timing of the fight couldn't be any better. He had that 24-month backdated suspension from December 2020, and he's lucky they didn't indefinitely suspend him from boxing because to go back-to-back testing positive for banned substances, that's crazy. But he's supposed to be fighting Jerry Forrest on July 9th in 2020. Man, tested positive again. So, that's just a career ender, man, But it's like a death sentence in his boxing career. But his suspension ends on June 16th, 9 days before his scheduled comeback. And Miller's immediately eligible to apply for a license after the conclusion of his suspension. So as long as he continues to participate in random drug testing administered by VADA, Jarrell Miller is good to go. So his comeback was announced on the Triller Fight Club pay-per-view broadcast featuring Sergey Kovalev and a 10-round cruiserweight bout against Tervel Pulev at the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California, which Kovalev, making his debut at the weight, will go on to win on point. So Miller is figuring out a way to win and getting on whatever platform he can, because a lot of these other platforms, the Showtime, the DAZN, and Top Rank, they're kind of scared of him, and understandably so. But I think after he has a little 1 or 2 years of, being clean and looking good in the ring, I'd say even 6 months, someone will give him an opportunity. But Miller's 33 years old now. It's a lot, man missed some of his prime years. It's like he went to prison. Missed some of his prime years, man, behind all that BS. But he hasn't fought since 2018. It's not good. And now that his upcoming opponent is, the record on that guy is 20 wins, 2 losses, 19 KOs. And he's 3-2 in his last 3 fights. So we'll see what happens with Jarrell Miller, man. But, he's tested positive for performance enhancement drugs several times through his career. The most infamous was the whole bout with AJ in June of 2019. Those drugs that were in question were the human growth hormone, EPO, and GW501516. The latter was the same substance for which he was busted ahead of his bout with Forrest. So, same thing twice. Not good. But Miller is 23-0, 1 draw, 20 knockouts. He also tested positive for a banned substance in 2014, back when he was a professional kickboxer. So there's a bit of a pattern there. But I really hope that he gets his stuff together now, because he's missed out on a lot of opportunities. A lot of opportunities, man. And there's just no shortcuts. And even, this is the thing with these peds, right? Even if you're taking his drugs and you're getting away with it, okay? Let's say you take it your whole career. You go and you clip all these people, beat all these people down. You're putting this stuff in your body. At some point, it's going to show up when you start to have adverse health problems. When you start to have difficulty with your body, with your organs. You understand? So you may get some short-term success, but the long-term events, long-term results of taking this crap, it could be, I'll say premature death, organ failure, heart disease, heart complications, a myriad of other things. And when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But why would you want to go and do something that's going to increase the likelihood of something going wrong with you health-wise? I just don't think it's worth it, man. I just don't. But there's no telling how many times that he may have cheated and just didn't get caught, because he was when he was fighting, he just had endless stamina, and he just, to be his size and just throw nonstop punches, it makes you ask the question, how many times did he cheat and just not get caught? For him to do it and get caught and then come back after his suspension and think he can get away with it again, it makes you ask the question, man, how many times did this guy do it? Because obviously he done it so much that where he lost having a conscience. Like, he just didn't think he can get caught twice, and he got zapped twice. But we'll see, man, what's going to happen with him, man. Some people feel that, it's welcome back, big baby, keep on the straight and narrow. Some people are going to support him. And other people don't. They say he needs to be banned from the sport. He's not a devastating puncher. Could you imagine if he was taking all those drugs, beating all these guys, and he was a hard hitter like Deontay Wilder? Put the man in prison for life, because he probably would have killed somebody, because he's not a hard hitter. But if he hit hard like Deontay Wilder and on peds, could you imagine the damage he could have done to people? So anyway, it's not my argument, not my place to sit there, man, talking about what should and shouldn't happen to him. He's back, and hey, let's just hope he proves that he's not a cheating lowlife triple hound that should be banned for life. Let's hope it proves that, like he said, he trusted some people, or it was something innocent, it was just a mistake. And let's hope he proves a lot of people who are supporting him and really rooting for him, he proves them right, that it's something that won't happen again. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm rooting for him regardless. So, we don't break champions down, we build them. But if someone's out there cheating, man, and getting in the ring and beating on somebody, that's not cool. That just is not cool. But that being said, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Jarrell Miller is back, and I'm excited to see how he looks. Just really hope he and the thing is, right, with that VADA testing, they're killing this man's pockets, because that VADA testing is expensive. But he can't afford to opt out of it. He can't, because that is going to be a career ender for him. He's backed himself in a corner where he has to stay on that VADA testing and pay whatever those fees are to be enrolled in that program. But he's created his own misery. He's got to deal with it. He's got to own it. That's the only way he can get beyond it. That being said, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.